Hello, beautiful people. Susan, T. Sharon. Where's Gladys this afternoon? She may be sleeping and I forgot to schedule it, so I scheduled it like an hour ago. I'm sorry about that. And I was out there planting potatoes. I got half of my potatoes planted. I had to get something to drink. And it started sprinkling rain on me, but almost as soon as I grabbed everything and put it away and got in the house and started setting up the live, the rain stopped. I mean, it didn't rain, it was just sprinkling a little bit, so. There you go. Looked like I was leaning downhill or something there. I don't know where Gladys is. Usually she's here. And Connie. Connie might be feeling good. Let me see if I can. Well, I can't message either one of them on here. It rained here all day yesterday and drizzling today. Oh, let me let little buddy in. He's heard me talking. He knows I'm in the house. He wants in to eat something. Come on in. He says, "How dare you come in the house and leave me in the garden?" He was out there with me, and he didn't realize I came in the house till I disappeared, and then he was up on the porch and he heard me talking in here, so he started scratching at the door like, "Let me in, let me in." It's been 71 degrees here for the last couple of days. Oh, Susan, on that zucchini spaghetti, there are ways that you can cut it without one of those cutters, but it's not going to look quite as much like spaghetti. And you can cook those noodles in a microwave. If you've got a if you've got a microwave proof bowl or casserole dish that has a lid, just put your spaghetti noodles in that and microwave them for about 5 minutes. You don't want to overcook them because you don't want your noodles to be mushy. You want them to be al dente. But yeah, if you don't like garlic, I love garlic. That's why I made the garlic sauce, because that's the easiest. Um, just get some pasta sauce, spaghetti sauce. Make your own marinara sauce, Alfredo. Any of those sauces are good on that zucchini. The zucchini spaghetti noodles. I mean, basically you use the zucchini spaghetti noodles when you get them cut like that, just like you would regular spaghetti. Or linguine. I mean, you can put like a clam sauce, seafood shrimp sauce on them. Yeah, anything you can do with a pasta noodle, you can do with the zucchini spaghetti noodles once you get them cut like that. Oh, you found a little cutter? Well, it was a little cooler today than yesterday, but not much, just a couple of degrees. It was like 69, which, hey, I'll take 69 and 71 over 32 degrees any day. I mean, it's perfect weather right here now to me to get out in the yard and do stuff because it's not so hot. You feel like you're going to pass out, and it's not so cold you can't be out there. It's just right to be out in the yard working and doing stuff. And I've been falling behind. I still got a half a pan of potatoes to plant. So I've got to go out there and start fixing those other totes that I've got that I'm going to plant in, so I can plant some in that too. But I need to get those 2 fence posts with the 4 cinder blocks to elevate them up off the ground. So I'll at least be able to put pots that the runoff can go into the pots and keep that watered, or either more buckets to catch the compost tea coming out, because I don't want to waste any of that. Yeah, that whole Springs garden section that I did last year in the pink totes, that's all, right now it's all planted in potatoes and onions and garlic. And then I've got another tote on the other side, the gray one. I've put potatoes in that. So I've still got a half a tray of those cut potatoes that I've got to plant. And I got to get them in the ground pretty soon, either this evening or tomorrow at the latest, because I don't want them to dry out completely. I just sent you a picture of what I found. Huh. I've never seen one of those. But the cutter that I've got is the one they advertised on TV a year or so ago when I bought it. And it's got 3 different cutting blades. So you can make a thick spaghetti noodle, the thin one, which I made, or you can do like a thick, like a slice, a narrow slice. It's not really a slice, but it's hard to explain it. But it's got 3 different cutting blades that you can switch out on it. But that's pretty good. I've never seen one of those, Susan. Look at that. That's what Susan's talking about. I'd like to see how that pasta turns out. Looks interesting. I've not seen one of those. Of course, I haven't been looking for them either, so. Now you want to go back out. Oh my gosh, little buddy. Come on. He came in, got him a couple of mouthfuls to snack on, and then he was ready to go back outside. It's too pretty a day for him to be inside. He loves it outside when it's not freezing cold. He'll only come in and stay at night, to sleep, or he only comes in during the day to get something to eat, and then he's right back out. Too pretty a day for him to stay inside, and I don't blame him. I'd rather be outside too. But yeah, I got half of my potatoes planted. Now I got to get out there and get the other half. I had the alarm set on my camera. So it would go off and I wouldn't be out there, past my time to set up for live. I said, well, I might have time to plant a few of them. Because, I've already got my compost and dirt in the pot. I needed to add more dirt because I didn't have enough in there. So I just planted on top of what I had, added my new soil that was delivered. I added it by the bucketfuls to the top. So I got half of them planted. We'll see what they do. And I overplanted each tote. And there's Peter. Hi, Peter. Where's Gladys today and Connie? Maybe since I didn't... Maybe since I didn't remember to schedule my live, they forgot about it. Maybe they thought I was not going to have it. But I did post it an hour ago, so I said, hopefully somebody saw it. So what's everybody else been doing today? Yeah, Susan, it's worth a try for $4. Well, what did you think of the zucchini spaghetti, Susan? Isn't it awesome the way that cutter just cut it out in little noodles? And you have to keep cutting it off because they get so long. Oh my God, you'll wind the whole plate on your fork if you don't cut them short every once in a while. I think the first time I made zucchini spaghetti, I used a regular spaghetti sauce on it that had ground beef in it, and it was really good. And I love the garlic sauce like I made yesterday on it. But, you know, I'm a fan of garlic and onions, so, I mean, there's no onions in it, but I do love garlic, and it's good for you, so I don't mind eating it. I know it probably gives me bad breath, and people around me don't like it when I'm talking. They probably smell the garlic, but hey. And I try to put a cough drop or a piece of candy or something in my mouth to mask the smell of the garlic where I had been eating it, you know. I mean, like you can eat garlic yesterday and you'll smell it on your breath today. You like the core? Yeah, that was funny, and the way it just cuts out that little core. Oh, I see, Susan. You're a diabetic now, Peter? Is that what you're saying? Well, I finally got my water all back on, even in the bathroom where the leak was. My neighbor did come in. He put the cutoff valve on it, which it needed because it was not working. He put the cutoff valve on it, but he got a call that his sister had a stroke. And she's not that old a lady. I mean, a lot younger than me. From what I understand, maybe in her 40s. She had a stroke. So they wanted to leave and go to the hospital where she was to be with her. And it was a 4-hour drive to get there. So, you know, I understand that. So he left. And today I just went in there and took that water line off since he had already... Well, he put the water line back on to see if it was going to leak, and it did. The water valve doesn't leak. It works fine, but the old line leaked, in which I knew it was going to. I went ahead and took that off, and I went out to Home Depot and I bought me a new one. I came home, put it on. It's all working now fine. There's no leak. So I got a fan blowing in the bathroom, trying to dry out the floor. I pulled up the carpet that was in there. It's thrown over the gas tank because I've got a 500-gallon gas tank in the backyard. So it's perfect to lay a big rug over and let it dry. Because I'd already shampooed it a couple of weeks ago. So it was clean. It just got wet. So I just pulled it out, threw it up over there, and it rained on it a couple of times, which should have rinsed it out real good. Nature's wash, right? And if it dries, I can put it back in there and I'll be good to go. I might have to fix one part of the floor, kind of in front of the sink where the water settled, because it is getting a little weak right there. But I don't think I've got to pull the commode and all that stuff to do it. I mean, the plywood that's under the commode is real firm. Everything is solid back there. So I can just cut me a piece and put it down in that section in front of the commode on the floor, and I think it'll be good. Susan, you're type 2 diabetic, and Peter's type 1 diabetic. And see, I know the difference. I mean, I know one type has too much sugar, one type doesn't have enough, but I never can keep them straight. To my understanding, if you have too little sugar, you can eat basically anything you want. And then you may have to take insulin to bring your sugar level up. And the other one, you have way too much sugar, so you can't eat sweets. Yeah, I've not had that problem, and I hope I never do. So I feel for anybody that has to watch everything they eat, you know, especially the ones that can't have the sugar. And I was going to have something planned for my live, and like I told Susan, I let it slip up on me. If she had not sent me a message saying that she couldn't wait till the live started, I thought to myself, oh no, I forgot to schedule my live. I forgot all about my live today. Type 2 can't have sugar, bread, potatoes. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Susan. Anything white, like white potatoes, rice, breads, cakes. I know we had a diabetic that lived at Lake Stone Terrace when I worked there, and he had a heck of a time when he came through the food line. Because the first thing he'd say when he started going down the line was, let me see what I can eat today. And a lot of times there was not a whole lot on the food line for his lunch or dinner that he could eat. I've always heard that a diabetic could eat sweet potatoes as long as they didn't add anything to them. I don't know if that's true or not. He didn't seem to think it was true because he was always afraid to eat them. You can't have sweet potatoes? Oh, okay. So basically all the stuff people eat every day, you can't eat. Yeah, even flour. You know, I got a message from Connie the other day, and because I asked her how she was doing, she said, I'm doing a little better. But she says, I didn't feel up to it, but I went to work today. I thought to myself, oh my God, she went home with her mom because they were getting ready to put her in a care facility or something for her to recuperate. And she went to work. She said, well, I got to because I was the only one working. I don't know why the other ones weren't. There you go, Susan. If it tastes good, it's not good for you. You know, I went on the Mayo Clinic diet, but I didn't go on it as a diabetic. I just went on it to lose weight years ago, and I did lose a ton of weight. Well, not a ton because I didn't weigh that much. I only weighed about 125 when I went on the diet, and I lost down to 100 pounds. But you could eat all the meat, all the potatoes, all the vegetables that you wanted, all the eggs you wanted. But you had to eat them grilled, boiled, baked, or steamed. You couldn't eat them any type of oil. You couldn't have anything added to it, not even salt and pepper, no kind of seasonings. And when I first started that diet, I said, man, I'll never get through this. And you can have all the cottage cheese you could eat, but you couldn't have cheddar cheese and stuff like that. But cottage cheese, you could eat your body weight in cottage cheese. And you could eat vegetable soup on certain days. There's Gladys. Hello, Gladys. And Jane, Michelle. I was worried about you, Gladys. But I started the diet. I got used to eating that way. And I couldn't eat fried food. I couldn't eat sweet food. It just grossed me out. And then I lost down to 100 pounds, and my mom said, you need to start gaining weight. You look like you're an anorexic. Well, I'm little boned, so, you know, at 100 pounds, I felt like I had plenty of meat on my bones, but she didn't. Well, over a while, you know, people kept after me, gain weight, you're losing too much weight. Well, I started forcing myself to eat chocolate cake and fried chicken and all that stuff that I was not eating before. And I gradually gained my weight back. And I said I shouldn't have listened to people. I should have kept the weight off the way I was going, and I'd have been a lot better off. Susan, you have a great praise to the Lord about eating sweets. Well, I forgot about it, Gladys. I got so busy with the bathroom trying to get my leak stopped and one thing another. I forgot me a message saying she couldn't wait till started. And I thought to myself, oh no, I didn't schedule the live. What's wrong with me? So I got on there and scheduled it right quick an hour ago. What is your praise, Susan? Jane said her grandma's name was Gladys. I have an aunt, my daddy's sister, her name is Gladys. I had Gladys, Grace, Emily, Doris. And I think that was all the girls. And then my dad, Willie, then SL, Paul, Carl. And then there was one child died at birth. So they had about 10 in the family. But they were evenly matched. I mean, they had basically as many girls as there was boys in my dad's family. Well, I'm glad your son was there, Gladys, that he's able to do stuff for you. Yeah, I haven't heard from Brent or Diane to know how Brent's sister's doing. All I know is they got a call that she had I guess a pretty bad stroke, and they had to put her in the hospital. And I was assuming it was pretty bad, or they wouldn't have drove up there for 4 hours to be at the hospital. And there's Connie. We were wondering where Connie and Gladys was, and finally Gladys showed up. Now Connie showed up, and I'm glad, happy. Are you doing any better, Connie? Yeah, I know Elvis's mom's name was Gladys. And there's Game Mad. Hello, welcome to chat. You're not feeling any better? I'm sorry. Your infection is not clearing up any? And you're still working. I don't see how you do it, girl. Do I get a cookie? Oh, there's April. Hello, April. I was almost late for my own live, April, because I forgot about it. Susan sent me a message saying she couldn't wait till the live, and I thought to myself, oh no, I didn't schedule the live for today. So I went on there about an hour before the live was to start and scheduled it. I said, at least maybe that'll get to some people and they'll be able to show up. Well, a lot of people think with the zucchini spaghetti that you're supposed to boil it in water, but you don't. It doesn't even go near water. Well, thank you, Susan. And how is everything in Hawaii, April? In Maui? It's about 62 degrees right now. We got a little bit of a wind blowing, but it's a bright, sunshiny, beautiful day. It was a little cloudy, overcast this morning, but finally the sun came out and it's been a beautiful day. The infection is getting better, but I'm still weak and the pain never stops. I'm late because I fell asleep finally. Well, that's okay, Connie. You need your sleep more than you need to be in my live anyway. But I mean, we're glad you made it because we were wondering about you again. And I'm trying to keep something in my mouth so I don't cough. Since the wind was blowing, and I did have a mask on. I had my black mask on outside. Hopefully trying not to breathe anything that was in the air. Oh, 70 degrees, but raining and strong winds. Well, we had a slight chance of rain this afternoon, about 4. But so far, all it's done is sprinkle. I mean, it's not 4 o'clock yet, so we still may get some, but it barely started sprinkling a little bit when I was out there planting those potatoes. I could feel a drop here and there, but then that was it. It never really started to rain. But you know, with zucchini, I love eating zucchini spaghetti because when you cook it in a pan, like when you saute your zucchini and cook it done, it gets mushy, and I don't really care for it that way. I love yellow squash when I cook it that way, but zucchini, I don't care for it when it gets all mushy. So to make it into spaghetti noodles and do it the way I did it in the pan, I love it that way. Now we need pause, yeah. Susan says no, but I don't know what the no is. Oh, did you get your delivery? My phone said it got delivered last Thursday. And Susan says no. Yeah, I was asked if I got a delivery today too that showed it was delivered, but I haven't gotten anything yet. So I don't know. I had my regular mail show up, but I didn't get anything, that I didn't order or that was out of the ordinary. Well, it's good to see you, Game Mad, as well. I don't know that I've seen you in chat before, but you're welcome. Glad to have you. Well, I think this package is small enough that it might have been put in the mailbox. But when I checked my mailbox, all I had was my regular mail. So it may come tomorrow. Or who knows, they could have delivered it to the wrong post office. I mean, to the wrong street box. Well, the person that sent mine, they said check your mailbox because you may have a package that I sent you already, because she thought it was small enough to go in the mailbox. But when I went out there, it was just my regular mail. And there was nothing on either porch, front or back. So I didn't see of anything that was delivered except just ordinary stuff. Yeah, I've been having trouble with my internet today for some reason. And with yours, April, it might be because you have such rain and high winds. It's probably affecting your internet. I see you from Bangladesh. Oh, wow, you're far away, Game Mad. That's a long ways away from Texas. Yeah, that's cool. How's the weather in Bangladesh? Bangladesh. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. Here comes the rain, T. Sharon says. But I said if I didn't get my potatoes out, they're going to be so dried that I'm not going to be able to plant them. I'll have to wait and cut more. And those were such good cuttings, I didn't want to waste them, so I got busy planting them today. Planting microgreens and dehydrating pineapple. I've never dehydrated pineapple. I didn't know if any of Brent and Diane's kids were home or what time they were going to get back from the hospital. They probably stayed all night. There was two cars and a truck parked there, but I know they got more vehicles than that. So I just kind of tapped on the door. Nobody come to the door. So I put a package right at the door on their. because it's under a covered little porch. I left some cowboy candy, cowboy candy relish, chow chow, dried basil and stuff like that in a box. And I left an envelope with some money in it to pay for him getting that valve for me that he put on. And I wrote a note thanking him for helping me and, told him I hope that was enough money to cover the cost of the valve. So I don't know if anybody got the box or not yet. It was sitting on their front step or front porch. Sharon says, just wanted to say I'm sitting here eating black-eyed peas that I saw you make. So good. Thanks for the recipe. I know. Isn't those black-eyed peas the best? I love them that way. I really do. I planted my onions and garlic back in December. I mean, that's something you can plant right now if you got the bulbs or the little sets. You can plant them right now. And I've got to fix that seed tray and get some tomato plants, peppers, and some of the seeds that are hard to get started for me here. I'm going to see if I can start them in seeds in the greenhouse with that heat mat under them that was sent to me, and see if I can get a head start on my own tomato plants this year instead of waiting until March, mid-March to plant the seed. Yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, y'all. I got 8 thumbs up, looks like. And I got 28 people watching. That means 20 people have not hit the thumbs up. What's up with that? Come on, y'all. Hit the thumbs up. Yeah, that wind's blowing a little bit harder now. So we may get a little shower this afternoon. That's one reason I wanted to go ahead and get those few potatoes planted. And I said maybe I'll have enough time after my live is over to go out and do it, plant the rest of them before it gets dark. I don't remember what time it gets dark, so I really didn't want to be out there by flashlight planting potatoes. They would really think, well, look at that crazy lady out there planting stuff in the dark. You know what I'd tell them? I say, well, my potatoes have eyes. I don't want them to see what I'm doing. Oh, there's Claire. I've dried basil. I've made cantaloupe candy. I've made cucumber chips. I've done a lot of stuff in my dehydrator already that I've got. I've just got one of the small dehydrators with like 5 trays on it. It's nothing extravagant like some people have. It's just the simple, cheap dehydrator. But it works pretty good. And I love that cantaloupe candy that it makes. It's like shoe leather. Or it's like that candy leather that you buy. That's how the cantaloupe candy comes out. And it's really good. I said, well, I'd rather eat cantaloupe candy any day than to eat just a slice of cantaloupe. And there's Cindy Sandu from Alaska. Oh, wow, Cindy, welcome. How's the weather in Alaska where you're at? I imagine it's still kind of chilly there, isn't it? I've not tried apricots to dehydrate. There's a lot of things I haven't tried because I bought it to maybe dehydrate some of the vegetables coming out of the garden. And didn't have too much coming out of the garden the year I bought it. But I did have some cantaloupe that I dehydrated. I made cucumber chips, which I loved. They didn't last long because I ate them all. Make cucumber chips instead of potato chips. You just slice them real thin, season them, and dehydrate them. And they're crispy like a potato chip. They're really good. It takes a lot to dehydrate them, though. You know, it takes a little while for them to dehydrate. Game Mad, I'm in Texas. Texas, USA. You know, like I said, mine is just a cheap one. It was like $30, $39, something like that. I mean, here it is. I'll show it to you. See that white dehydrator right there? It's one of the cheapos. That's the one I use. And my son has one like that he makes his beef jerky in. He makes beef jerky in his all the time. Because he loves beef jerky, and, you know, beef jerky is expensive. I did that with zucchini, and it was good. Yeah, I dehydrated slices of zucchini, just like I did the cucumbers. I think I did a mixture of yellow squash, cucumbers, and zucchini. I dehydrated all of it. Yeah, I missed the riddle too. What was the riddle? I'll have to look back. See what thing. What has a lot of eyes and can't see? It would have to be a potato. Taters, Sharon says. Yeah, that's the first thing. The first and only thing that comes to my mind is a potato. What, Claire, are you talking about me getting a new dehydrator from Anonymous Giver? No, That's just a cheap dehydrator I bought years ago. Yeah, mine works great too, but when I dry basil, I have to put it outside on the patio table because it smells up the house and I cannot breathe that much basil. It makes me sick. It bothers my sinuses and my allergies. So I put it outside on the table and plug it in out there. Let the neighbors smell it. Well, thank you, Game Mad. I'm sure your smile is very nice too, even though I can't see you. No, I don't have a new dehydrator. You dehydrated gallon bags of cilantro last week. Oh, wow. T. Sharon. I need to plant some cilantro before it gets too hot. Here, about midsummer, cilantro bolts. It can't handle the heat. I really don't use cilantro in a lot of my recipes. If you see someone wearing a pink and white checkered flannel shirt that buttons up, that is where your package is. What? Oh, you're talking to Susan. You were showing Jess and you say, and I can't remember ordering this, but it's really nice. I love it. What is it? Fill us in. I never thought about putting fresh cilantro in my salads. Yeah, I know you can put cilantro on tacos. You can put it in salsa, all kind of stuff. But maybe it's because I don't cook that many dishes that call for cilantro. I don't know. But I grew some in the garden for several years. But by the time I was getting ready to use it, it would bolt and burn up and just the plant would die. I never even thought about dehydrating it then. I don't think I even had my dehydrator when I had plants of cilantro. It might have been after that. Game Man says, I want to marry you. You might change your mind real quick. Who's got the candy? Yeah, I want to try to grow more herbs this year than I normally do. I always have mint. I always have plenty of mint growing. And I had catnip growing last year, and it's coming back up this year. Someone told me, they said, oh my gosh, you ever plant catnip one time, you'll never get rid of it, and it multiplies every year. My cats will go crazy. Or the cats will go crazy, not my cats. Little Goldie was out here today running around looking for little Buddy. Was here yesterday too. And there's Loretta. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on a minute. I got a package from Loretta. Things that she made and sent to me. Look at this. Mats and pot holders. Look at that. Isn't that neat? She made these. Little patchwork pot holders. And there's this one. And then the bigger one. The back of it. And then this one. I think that was so nice of Loretta to make those. You know, to take the time out of her day from something she could be doing for herself, and she made these to send to me. I mean, I appreciate that so much. I love these. And I'm sure they're going to be used too. I'm glad I saw your name pop up because I intended to show them on this live, but I forgot about those too. I got so busy. I not only forgot about my live, but I forgot about Loretta sending me that gift. So oh, you sent Susan a shirt. That's what that pink and white and stuff was talking about. The shirt you sent her. I couldn't imagine what in the world was going on. Man, I'm glad that I got my water leak fixed and I found it. Because I don't know how long it had been leaking. I got my water bill yesterday. And you know, I don't use much over the basic limit or rate. Basic amount of water. I know it started leaking since my last water bill. Put it that way. Because the last water bill I paid was $66.98 for that month. You know how much it was this time with that water leak? Because the shutoff valve was leaking. It didn't work. So it was gradually, it kept putting water into the commode tank, which was slowly draining out. So it was a never-ending flow of water. You know, real slight, but it was enough. It put my bill up to $82.58. So it increased about $20. $20 worth of water leak. So I'm glad I got that caught and taken care of. I tell you, you don't realize how much water goes through your house until you pay your bill. And you don't realize what just a little small water leak can cost you. Loretta says, glad you like them. Making them keeps me busy. Also make blankets and pillows for dolls. I used to design and make doll clothes all the time. Their little outfits. And I've got some on Poshmark now that I sell. I bought this little Barbie doll. A regular size Barbie doll. Nothing fancy. And I started making little outfits for it. So I put them on Poshmark to sell. And I started making Halloween costumes for Barbie one year, along with the regular outfits that I made. And I put them in a little children's shop here in Granbury and was selling stuff. And one of the ladies come in to buy something for her daughter. She saw those little Barbie outfits that I had made, and she was asking my friend, the owner of the shop, about it. And she told her that I made them. And she said, well, do you think that she would make my daughter a Halloween costume? She's dying to get one of those gowns that the girl wore in Beauty and the Beast. And she told her, she said, well, I don't know, but I can call her and let you know. So she called me, and I told her, sure, I'd make it. So she paid for the material and everything. I made that little gown. And it was not just a costume. I mean, this was an actual regular gown, dress. She could have worn it anywhere and it would not have been considered a costume, a gown. I mean, like a Halloween costume. She had a fit when she saw it, when I delivered it. It fit her daughter perfect. Her daughter liked it, went crazy over it. It made my heart good that I made something that dated. And I didn't charge her a whole lot for it. I didn't feel like charging her a bunch. But when I told her how much, she said, oh, you're not charging enough. This is a regular dress. This is not just a cheap costume. This is a dress. She said, it's worth a lot more than what you're charging to have made it. I said, no, the reaction of your little girl, how much she appreciated and liked that gown was enough for me. My little when she was little, that is, she's 20, 21 years old now. But when she was growing up, I always made her little dresses, and she loved them. She was tickled to death to get any little dress I made her. And I'm sure she'd be the same way today. Oh, Jane, you watch my video on making the blue jean apron. The blue jean apron. I think it turned out kind of cute. And there's Freelancer. Well, hello. Welcome to our live chat. Shatika. Hello, Shatika. I don't know. I had a leak on my side of the water meter one time, and that was out in the yard. My bill ran up about $100 more than normal. I contacted the water company. They said, well, ma'am, you must have a leak. I said, well, I don't have leaks in the house. So I went out and checked at the water meter, and the water meter was standing in water. So I told them, and they had to come out and they fixed it. But they said, well, we still got to charge you for the water because it was going through the meter into your side. Even though it was not coming in my house, the break was right there at the meter, but it was on my side of the meter, not on their side. So I had to pay the water bill. So I guess you really like my blue jean apron, huh, Jane? I didn't have hardly any idea how I was going to make it when I started, and that's kind of the way I do things. When I cut something up and make something out of it, I have an idea that I want an apron or what I want to make. I just don't have any idea of how I'm going to do it till I start it. And that's how my blue jean aprons ended up, and I thought it was just as cute as it could be. Jane says she loved it. And Freelancer says, I love you. I keep making my chat jump around here. I'm young, only 20 years old. I love everybody, freelancer. I'm from Bangladesh. Well, you're a long ways off, but I'm glad you came into my chat. We're glad to have you. I've got in mind to make a couple more aprons, but I was going to make these out of, I've got a pair of coverall shorts that I cannot wear. I've gotten way too heavy to wear them because I was tiny, tiny when I was wearing those things. And that's what I was going to do when I made this apron I'd made. And somebody said, well, no, don't make an overall apron. Make a blue jean apron because the coveralls will be too heavy. But they're not. I mean, if you make an apron out of them, it's not going to be any heavier than the blue jean one was. April says, I need my windows clean. I need my windows clean too, April. You find somebody to clean yours, send them to my house. You want to grow your channel? Of course I do. Everybody wants to grow their channel, freelancer. I'm trying to think of something I want to come up with for Valentine's that I want to make maybe to give away. And I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'm a professional digital maker. Well, good for you. You can grow my channel very fast. How would you do that? And there's Derek. Hello, Derek. Glad you could make our chat. Hey, April. We'll hire some of those strippers to come clean your windows. They can do you a dance while they're cleaning your windows. Yeah, that's what it looks like, Loretta. I've had a lot of them contacting me. Gladys says, here we go. I was doing my list of songs for your V-Day. Are you talking about my birthday? I would too, April. Come on, my windows are really dirty. I need those studs to come clean my windows. Make my day. Send them to Gladys's too. Oh, y'all look at this. Look what Jess got for Susan. You can't see it real good on that, I know, but it's kind of a purple lavender bear. He's so cute. Isn't that cute? Jess, Susan's son, gave that to her. I am single guy for all you ladies, Derek says. Yeah, I thought that was just so cute. Ma'am, I'm going crazy seeing you smile. Oh well, don't go too crazy. Where'd Susan go? I hope she saw me put up the picture of the bear. Nice daddy bear. Yeah, I'm hoping they like my videos. Oh, okay. So she didn't know I put the bear up. I remember she saying she had wasn't she the one that said she had a call at 4 o'clock? Okay. I forgot about that, Connie. Yeah, it's gotten kind of warmer weather, April. We can hire those strippers to come clean our windows for us. What? It says, but YouTube algorithm did not like your video because your video not optimization YouTube rules. I don't understand, freelancer. What's wrong with what I'm showing? As a result, your channel like comment subscribers are very low. I'm here, got the time messed up, and it's I showed your bear a minute ago, Susan. Yeah, I'll show it again. That's the bear that Jess got for Susan. I think it's adorable. Well, I don't know what to do to change that, freelancer. I just showed it again, Susan. And how much is that going to cost me, freelancer? I can't afford to pay anybody. Send me an email, freelancer. My email is under the video. Send me an email about it and we'll discuss it. You thought you were losing it, Susan? Okay, send me an email, freelancer. I know, Loretta. Cannot be too careful. Yeah, I know, Jane. Their scammers are all over everywhere. YouTube might not like my algorithm because I've got gardening on my channel. I've got cooking on my channel. I've got singing on my channel. I've got arts and crafts on my channel. I got a little bit of everything on my channel instead of having it divided up to individual channels, which I didn't want to do that because that's too much to have to try to keep up with. I like to put it all on one channel to where I have it all in one neat little bundle. No, I don't, freelancer. I don't have a WhatsApp. And there's Paws in the garden. Hello, Paws. Welcome. We were wondering where you were. I was out planting potatoes just before I started my live today, pause. I still got more to plant, and I got to get them planted because they're completely going to dry up if I don't. Yeah, spring break is coming up pretty soon. I think ours is in March, about usually about the time I get ready to plant stuff for the spring garden. That's when they have spring break here for the schools. You said I send their Watts problem. Well, send me an email, freelancer. We'll talk about it. I'm going to eat some of my cabbage soup for dinner tonight. I skipped breakfast this morning because I didn't take time to eat. And I fixed a sausage sandwich for lunch. And I'm going to eat a bowl of cabbage soup for dinner tonight. Going to take time out for lunch. What time is it where you're at, Loretta? It's almost dinner time here. I had cabbage and sausages for dinner. Sounds good, Jane. Oh, wow. 2:23. And see, it's 4:23 here. So I'm 4 hours later than you are. No, that's where April is. It's 2:23 where Loretta is, so I'm 2 hours ahead of her. You must be in Arizona. No, wait a minute. Yeah, you must be in Arizona or somewhere where, or somewhere toward the West Coast that you're 2 hours earlier than me. I don't remember what was on that package. I don't remember the address. Oh, no wonder you're in California. I went and got the package and it says you're in California. So, yeah, you're 2 hours earlier than me. Yeah, what are you going to eat, Loretta? Something good, I hope. You know, I've got a small package of ribs I need to cook. They're already in the barbecue sauce and everything. They came in the package that way. So I probably only just have to heat them up. But I think I still eat my cabbage soup today. I might eat my ribs tomorrow. 526 in North Georgia. Yeah, Georgia is an hour ahead of me. I'm Central Time, you're Pacific Time. No, or is it California that's Pacific Time? I keep my oceans mixed up, what side of the country they're on. And there's Marie. Hello, Marie. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Susan, did you happen to see the pot holders and stuff that Loretta sent? I don't know if you were in chat when I was showing that or if you were on your phone call or what. Connie says Loretta and I are in the same time zone. Yeah, you're in Washington State and she's in California, so you're all both on the West Coast. Just as far on the West Coast as you could get. Eastern time, yeah, I was getting them mixed up. Yeah, I made that soup for you. Well, it didn't rain and it's after 4 o'clock and the wind quit blowing, which is a good thing. You lived in Altadena when you lived there, April? I'm going to make granola in my dehydrator next. I've never made granola. And there's Michelle. Hello, Michelle. I have a Sam's Club up in Fort Worth. It's about an hour drive from here. But I never go to it. I used to have a membership there, but I let it go because I never buy anything in there. I don't have anywhere to store big quantities of stuff, so. They have good pre-cooked something. I couldn't see it. It's behind the heart. They need to move that heart up a little bit. Oh, they have good pre-cooked ribs. Yeah, I mean, I can't go in a store where I buy everything in bulk because I couldn't afford to buy what I needed at bulk. And then if I bought it, I have nowhere to store it. So I just stick with whatever I can store and keep in my house. You have codfish for dinner? Fish sounds real good. I've been thinking of salmon. I need to fix some salmon fillets pretty soon. I haven't had salmon in a while. Yeah, I mean, Sam's is great if you've got a big family and you've got some place to store all the food or all the stuff that you buy at Sam's, and you can afford to buy in a large quantity of everything that you buy. It's just me, and I can't afford to buy everything I need if it's every bit of it's in quantity. And then, like I said, I don't have nowhere to store it. Having some leftover spaghetti. I have inboxed you Instagram and mail. I want to collect from your YouTube. Those accounts open now. I don't understand. We have a Trader Joe's, but it's in Arlington, and that's about a 2-hour drive from here where I'm at. My daughter used to go there all the time, and I went there one time with her, and that's where she got her little Cocker Spaniel when she bought him. She bought him at Trader's Village. There was a guy up there that had a whole litter of little Cocker Spaniel puppies, and she bought one. Yeah, I know, Loretta. Yeah, I go to Aldi's. We have Aldi's here in Granbury where I live. So I go to Aldi's quite a bit. Well, that's good, April. You got a local farm there where you can shop, buy everything organic. That's a great deal there. People around here don't grow vegetables. I mean, it's not the type of climate and everything for it. They have cattle. It's beef country. Wow, you must, where you're from must be a big, big town, Connie, to have 3 Trader Joe's. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's not a Trader Joe's. I know they got a Trader's Village. I don't know if that's the same thing as Trader Joe's, or maybe I'm just calling it Trader's Village and it's a Trader Joe's. I have no idea. Where's the beef? Oh, wow. That's awesome, April. Your own meat company where they have the cows grown right there on Maui. You know where your beef is coming from. I thought one time of getting rabbits. I don't know if I'd want to eat them, but I always thought they were pretty and I'd love to have rabbits. I know they breed like crazy, so I'd probably be selling them. I don't think I'd ever butcher one. Oh, wow, Connie. That sounds good. Get some of their berries and make jam. Oh, wow. So you have a Trader Joe's for every 100,000 people. That's a big place. Yeah, I know. I love fresh vegetables and fruits. And I caught one of Grow What I Eat's videos where he grows banana trees. And he's in zone 8A, I think. I think he's in Georgia or South Carolina. But he literally grows banana trees in great big pots. And I said, I wonder if I could grow them here. If he grows them in zone 8, I should be able to grow a banana tree here. But I always thought they were tropical and that they would freeze to death here where we're at if they didn't burn up from the heat. Oh, this has been one of them days, one of them weeks. I hope nothing else happens. They say things happen in threes. I think that was my water leak was my third. I'm hoping it was. I hope I'm over the bad things happening. Yeah, wouldn't it? I said that'd be awesome to just have bananas growing in my yard. I love bananas. I'd love to have a banana tree. April said she's getting new banana trees growing. I don't know anything about growing a banana tree. I'm going to have to check into that. I don't even know if you can buy a banana tree anywhere around here at any of the nurseries. Let me look that up and see if you can, what they say about growing banana trees here. Guess what? I can grow banana trees. I just looked it up. It says, amazingly enough, there are actually cold-hardy banana trees. The most cold-hardy banana is called the Japanese fiber banana and is said to be able to tolerate temperatures down to 18 degrees. A perfect banana tree for zone 8. I'm going to have to get me a banana tree. I need to write the name of that down. Because it's got a technical name. A Musa Bajo. And see if I can find one. That'd be awesome if I could grow a banana tree here. It said it's cold hardy, but you'll see what you have to do to winterize a banana tree. This is nice to know. It says procedure for overwintering a banana tree in the ground. Now you can do the same in a pot. Once freezing temperatures have caused the leaves to turn brown and collapse, cut off the top of the plant, leaving 3 to 4 inches of the stem remaining. It's okay to leave the brown leaves on the plant since they will provide additional insulation. So they die back every year and then they sprout back up from the roots, I guess. It said banana trees should be planted in full sun to light shade in most well-draining soil. Locate the plant in an area protected from the wind so the large leaves don't become tattered. Huh. I gotta find me a banana tree. Right, Connie, and I'm going to look it up right now to see where I could find a banana tree. Oh my God, you can order them from Amazon. You can order the kind of tree that I would need to get here to plant from Amazon. I can get 2 banana trees for $14.98 from Amazon. The MUSA Basjoo, however you pronounce that. Right, it's hard to send stuff like that from Hawaii. Same way it is trying to send anything or get it from Canada. Yeah, I've got a couple of great big pots, and that would be so neat to have me 2 banana trees this year. I might just order those. They were $22, but Amazon dropped them on sale for $14.98, and you get 2 of them. If I ordered now, I could get them through from like February 15th through the 20th. If you did fast delivery, you could get them through the 14th through the 16th, but 15th is soon enough. But there's the trees. I don't know if you can see them. They're MUSA, and the second name is BASJOO, banana trees. I gotta try me some banana trees, y'all. I love bananas. Love, love, love bananas. They come in 4-inch pots. 2 4-inch pots with a banana starter plant in each one. Huh. Wouldn't that be awesome? To have a banana tree, 2 banana trees in my yard. Oh my God. I'll be an official banana tree grower. Well, this is the kind of banana tree, too, they say is good for this area. If you're in zone 8 or 8A or 8B, this is the type of banana tree that you need to plant. But I had no idea that you could grow them here. I thought they were more of a tropical plant that you had to live in places like Hawaii or, somewhere like that. Yeah, sweet Texas bananas. That's pretty awesome. Freelancer says, ma'am, now I'm going to sleep. Send you message tomorrow. Okay, Freelancer. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Rest good. Yeah, but that'd be awesome to have those 2 banana trees out here for this summer. Huh. It ships from 9 Green Box is the company that ships them out. And I was wondering what I was going to put in that great big black pot that I've got on this side of the house that I had a rose bush in. The rose bush died, so I got to plant something else in it. I could plant one in that. And I think I got another one, great big one, that I could plant one in. Ooh, I may just have me a banana tree. Hi, Joanne. I can hear it pouring down rain. I got those half a tray of potatoes planted just in time. But I'm due credit, I think, to come back on my Amazon account. So if I get that credit posted back to my account, then maybe I can buy my banana trees. That's kind of neat. Well, it's wet here, but I'll take all the rain we can get. I just want to be able to do something in between the showers, you know. I got to get out and do stuff in the garden. Want to have a Hawaiian. Are you saying luau? My brother gave a luau for my mom's 86th birthday. He asked her what she wanted for her birthday. She said a luau. So he had a big barbecue thing on the trailer. It's built on a trailer. And you could put a whole hog on that thing if you wanted to. But he got a half a hog, laid it across that big barbecue pit. And he cooked that hog overnight, that pig overnight. And then he pulled the trailer to my mom's house from his house. He lived a couple of miles away from her. So when he got ready to go down to the house for the luau, no, that was one other time. He had the luau at his yard, in his backyard, and he had everything all decorated with flowers, you know, the leis, the flower things that they put around their neck. He had everything decorated like a luau and had that roasted pig, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, but I can't do a luau by myself. I'd have to roast a package of pork chops. I couldn't do half a pig. April would have to have the luau, and she'd have to go live and we'd join her. I don't use my barbecue a whole lot, you know, just by myself. Live together and we could all enjoy an authentic luau. Yeah, it'd be fun. Everyone gets laid. That's what we joked about at my mom's luau. They had tents, you know, the little canopy tents put up for shade, and it was done real nice. It was kind of awesome that he did that for my mom for her birthday. That was one of the last birthdays that she had before she passed away. Dig a hole, cook the pig. It's called MU. I know I've seen shows where they do that, where they bury the pig and it cooks underground, cover it with leaves. But my brother put his on a barbecue pit. It was a big trailer that was made into the whole trailer was a barbecue thing. And he just laid that pig, half a pig, right out on it. April's got to start a channel so we can enjoy Hawaii with her through video. Yeah, it'd be fun. I can't do that because I'm in Texas. I'm a long ways away from Hawaii. Yeah, Easter lilies are pretty. Randy must be working. She hasn't been in chat. Send her a message and tell her you must be working. Because a lot of times she says that even though she's not in our live chat, she's listening to it because she's at work. Oh, I got to tell you, she got so tickled at our live the other day when we were talking about all the strippers, and I was showing the pictures of some of them on my phone, you know, and holding them up to the camera so you could see them. She said, I laughed so hard. And she said, I was at work. And she said, can you imagine standing there working by yourself, no one around you, and all of a sudden you break out in this belly laugh, just laughing your butt off at something, and there's customers in the store looking at you like, what is wrong with her? She said that's what was happening to her. She said, I was laughing so hard, and I was standing there by myself laughing, you know, and nobody knew what I was laughing at but me. But she was laughing at all that stuff we were talking about sending Gladys a stripper. And she said that was so funny. She said, you keep on with that. She said, you're going to be censored. She said, your lives are going to be censored. Yeah, we couldn't dig a hole here to cook a pig because we've got rocks and boulders. I'd have to get a backhoe to dig up the rocks to make a pit deep enough to put the hog in or the pig in. Yeah, April could get some of them stripper studs or those surfers that wear the what is it, the G-strings. She could get those surfers that she watches all the time to come in and dig her pit to put her pig in. Studs come in. Oh, it's spring-like weather here. But I'm afraid we'll probably get another freeze or two before the winter's over. Because, I mean, we've gotten snow and freezing temperatures in February. And we got snow one time like the second week in March one year. So I know the cold weather's not over, but I'm enjoying these temperatures like we're having now. Speedos. Yeah, April will get those guys wearing them Speedos in there digging her barbecue pit for her pig. Well, just tell them, you know, they come help you dig the pit, or they could dig it for you, and they're welcome to come to the luau and eat some of that pig after he's cooked. Italian stallions and Speedos. Randy, I hope you're listening. I hope you're laughing. She said she wears earphones when she's at work so she can listen to the live. She said she laughed so hard at our live the other night. Was it Monday night? I don't remember. Oh, me. Sleepy. It's been a long day. I woke up before daylight and couldn't go back to sleep. And then I had my plumbing on my mind, and then little buddy wanted breakfast, so I got him in, got him fed, got me a cup of coffee, and then I went in there to that little bathroom and proceeded to see if I could get the water line off so I could take it to the store to match it up to get a new one. So that's how my morning went. I went and got that line and come home, put it on. So my bathroom's fixed. And I had a fan blowing in there in the bathroom to try to dry out the water, that got in the floor. I pulled out the carpet and threw it across the gas tank outside. My 500-gallon tank works as a rug dryer for me a lot of times. When I need to wash these big throw rugs that I've got, because you can't put these that I've got in the washing machine. So I take them out on the back patio and I put soap in them and I take the water hose and I spray them down. Kind of the way they do in the factories where they clean carpets, these professional carpet cleaners. They spread it out on this concrete. And they have high pressure hoses and this detergent they put on them, and that's the same way they wash them. It's the best way in the world to clean them. But I found that my big 500-gallon propane tank is just right to lay the rugs over the top of and let them sun dry. Connie, get your mind off of the Italian stallions in Speedos. You're going to have heart failure. We want you to feel better, but we don't want you to have a heart attack. You can order a pit every day. I could see Gladys. She'd have to have her bed right at one of her windows so she could look out her window and see all these Italian stallions in their Speedos. That would make her day. And she definitely would want them to come over and wash her window every once in a while. Yeah, if you gotta go happy. Yeah, window cleaner, you missed a spot. Well, he'd have a time with my windows, the way the wind blows here and it blows dust all on the outside of the house. It blows dust on the windows. You can't keep them clean. Wash my window all over. Wash her window all over. And then Gladys would invite him in to sit on her bed to take a break. She'd say, honey, you're working too hard. Come in here and sit on my bed and take a break. Having a meltdown. Crying and feeling stupid. What's wrong, Susan? Jesse's coming over. Is he coming over because you're crying and you're down or what? We try to keep everybody in a good spirit on this live. We don't want anybody down and crying. Yeah, that could be it. When you get tired, it can bring you down a little bit. We need to send one of those Italian stallions wearing a Speedo to your house, Susan. He would cheer you up. You took a chill pill, huh? I'm trying to make you laugh. It would scare you to have one of those Italian stallions wearing a Speedo come cheer you up. You want to see a G string. Well, I'm jealous. April's got her own private viewing of Italian stallions wearing Speedos. She doesn't even have to leave her house to see them. Well, I'm glad you did, Susan. I'm sorry that you overdid it. You just overdid it shopping. You got yourself too tired. I can get too tired and I get emotional too. Yeah, you just need to rest, Susan. You'll feel better after you rest. Oh no, April, you live way out where nobody could hear you, and I used to cry out loud. Felt great. Yeah, it feels good to get out, let out some stress and anxiety and stuff like that. Glad you could do that. Oh man, it has been a day, y'all. It has definitely been a day. Sometimes you just can't stop the tears, April. Yeah, well, sometimes the way you got to let it out. So there's no crime in that, no shame in that. You cry at sports events when your grandkids win. Well, I don't think I ever cried when any of the family won at sports. I did a lot of screaming. I don't think I ever cried. Wow, we're down to 24. I might try going live again tomorrow night. Seemed like we did pretty good on Monday night. Or maybe Tuesday. Go live in the afternoon sometime. I guess it's a bad time. I guess we got probably ball games going on this afternoon. Didn't even check. Sorry to hear that, April. See the buttheads left. No football today. Well, I wonder where everybody's at. We've only got 24 people watching. It's not many at all. You've been doing pretty good, but you're crashing now, Susan. I'm sorry about that. Oh, the Super Bowl is next week. So I don't know if we'll do I don't know, should we do a Super Bowl live, halftime live or something? But then you don't know exactly what time the halftime is going to be. Does anybody know what the halftime show is going to be? Who's going to star in the halftime show at the Super Bowl? I haven't heard anybody say. Taylor Swift, okay. What teams are playing in the Super Bowl? See, I've not even kept up with it enough to know what teams are going to be playing off in the Super Bowl next Sunday. Okay, Susan, we'll feel better. Tell Jess hello. She's dating a football player. I wouldn't doubt that. We got to do something a little, or I've got to do something a little extra for Valentine's Day that's coming up. I mean, this is the 4th already, so we've only got 10 days before Valentine's Day. San Francisco and Kansas City playing in Las Vegas. Oh, okay. So the Super Bowl is going to be in Vegas. We're going to have a Super Bowl party live next Sunday. So y'all need to get your fish and chips and your barbecue ready. I'd love to be able to pinpoint the exact time that the halftime show would start so we could do it on our live. But then that might not be a good idea because I wouldn't get monetized if I did that. And your nachos, Connie. Kind of like we did for New Year's. That was fun, you know, getting together on a live for New Year's Eve, bringing in the new year together. So it'd be good to do something like that for the Super Bowl. Susan can keep us updated on the scores. Yeah. Or we could visualize, I mean, I could show the ball game on my live like I did the New Year's thing. You wouldn't be looking at me, you'd be looking at the football game. We'd have a long live if we did that and waited for the halftime show. But like I said, they wouldn't monetize me if I did the halftime show because of the music. So that might not be a good idea. We could show Taylor Swift, but I wouldn't be able, I'd have to cut the sound out later. I lucked out with the New Year's Eve thing is because there was really no music that I had to worry about. It was all just talking, you know, about the ball and what was going on for New Year's. Tight ends. Yeah, April loves guys in a football uniform. Those tighty whities. Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce. He plays for the Kansas City team. There's something going to be hanging. I can imagine so, Gladys. April says, girls, I have a date tonight and I'm nervous. Is it with one of those Italians in a Speedo? I mean, I'm sure he's not going to wear the Speedo on a date, but is it one of those Italian stallions? Gladys, you are something else. Can we come on your date with you, April? Oh, I see. He is Italian. He's 68 years old. He's in good shape, but doesn't surf anymore. I bet he still wears a Speedo, though. Well, I'm part Italian myself. My great-grandparents were from Italy. They came over to the United States in the 1800s straight from Italy on a boat or ship. Gladys, at this point in life, I'll look at anything. He wears surf shorts. Where are you going on your date, April? Do you know? I haven't been on a date in many years. Out to dinner. Well, that'll be good. What kind of food? Do you have any idea what kind of restaurant you're going to? I guess it's going to be Hawaii food. Hawaiian food since you're in Hawaii, living on Maui. Oh, man. Ooh. 2 hours and 18 minutes. We've been on here a long time. Vegan fusion. Well, that sounds good. Like that song, he wears short shorts. Connie says she's half Italian. April met him walking on the beach looking at those Italian stallions and Speedos, and she came across her retired surfer. No, I don't know. I'm just kidding around. I have no idea how April met her fella. I met him at the park where I walked my... Oh, I remember you told me about that one time, April. You told us about that you met someone when you were out walking your dog at the dog park. Hey, y'all, I'm half Italian, too. I came in late. Hi, Annie. How's Annie? Well, I guess I could borrow a dog and go to the dog park. We don't have a dog park here, really, though. You Italian women. What's Annie up to? Or Anne? I'm very nervous. What are you nervous about? April says I don't go to the dog park. People there are very strange. Well, I thought that's where you went when you met that fella you're going to date tonight. I'm getting a spinal cord stimulation put in tomorrow in my spinal cord. Oh, wow. That sounds like some serious stuff there, Annie. Or Anna. Oh, I see, April. It's just a beautiful park called Giggle Hill. It's the old Marine Corps base. Huh. Yeah, it sounds like it would be a very serious procedure to have done. But hopefully it helps and you'll be a lot better. Y'all need to hit the thumbs up. I got 29 people watching. I've got 18 thumbs up. What's up with that? I'm sorry, y'all. I can't stop yawning. I was out there doing stuff. It's been a long day, and now I got sitting still. I start getting sleepy. Yeah, I'm sure you got some good surgeons, and they usually know their stuff. So I'm sure you're in good hands. Pouring rain there, April. Well, it was here a little bit ago, but it stopped now. I've got water dripping off the patio roof, but it's not raining. It stopped raining. We were supposed to get just a short rain shower, and that was it. Nothing major. And I don't think it's supposed to rain tomorrow or the next day at all. Your dog is on the couch. He's relaxing, April. He says, I'm the king of this roost. Yeah, well, that's good, Connie. They don't just let any old surgeon in them hospitals cutting you open or doing any kind of procedures, and that's good. Well, good, Anna, that you got good doctors. They will take care of you. Oh, gosh. Your dog might have to have a mole removed off his paw. You got good looking doctors, April. That's because when they're not working, they're out surfing. They live in Hawaii. They're Hawaiian doctors. When they're not on duty or on call, they're out surfing. Okay, Annie. I just look at the A-N-N-E and I pronounce the E, I guess, when I say Ann. I say Ann. I say Ann-E. Oh my God, April. $1,700 for dog surgery. You need to get doggy insurance. You need dog medical insurance. My God. Their care costs as much, sometimes, if not more, than a human. I always told my son having an animal at home, whether it's a cat or a dog, it's just like having a person because their medical bills can be just as much, if not more, than yours would be. Oh no, I thought they were supposed to come fix that, April. Oh, they had to order a part. Don't you just love that when they got to order the parts and it takes the parts forever to get there? Ooh. Yeah, we're all going to be saying a prayer for you, Annie. There's a few people hitting the thumbs up. I got 21 thumbs up now with 32 people watching. So there's 11 people that have not hit the thumbs up. Yeah, but you know, I found as long as you got your washer working, when that washer spins your clothes out, you can hang them somewhere for them to dry. You don't necessarily have to put them in a dryer. You can make do with hanging them up somewhere. I've even made do with hanging my sheets up. I hang them up on clothes hangers and hang them over a rod in the bathroom to dry them when it's rainy season or real windy, when I don't want to hang them outside because of my allergies. Yeah, it's hard wringing out your clothes, so I'd rather have my washing machine working any day than to have a dryer working. To me, the washer is more needed. Yeah, I like hanging mine outside too, but if it's real windy and dusty, I don't like to hang my clothes out because that dust will get in my clothes and that pollen, and then that drives my allergies crazy. So if it's a real calm day, I like putting mine outside to dry them. Other than that, I always hang them in the bathroom. I just put them on hangers and I put them on my um, shower door because I've got a glass sliding door. I'll open the door and I'll hang my clothes up on the top of the door. It makes a good clothes rack. I put my sheets up there too when I need to. They dry overnight in the house. And in the real hot summertime, they dry real quick. It doesn't even take them all night to dry. They'll dry in a half a day hanging in the house in there. And sometimes I turn a fan on in there to circulate the air. They dry even faster. Oh no, Joanne. You sound like you're having my luck. First, my battery died on the car, so I had to replace the battery. Then I got the water leak. They say things happen in threes. Oh, the tarp was the first. The patio canopy awning outside was the first because that storm we had that blew through, the wind was so high that it picked up that canopy and drug the rocks and boulders I had it staked down to, drug them across the yard, and it just blew my canopy frame over. So I was out there having to repair it, and that's why I've got it in concrete now. I don't think it's going nowhere unless a tornado comes through. So I'm hoping my leak was the third. The canopy top, the battery, and then the leak in the bathroom. So that was the three things that happened. I hope there's not going to be a fourth. Who? Yeah, I remember April. You had cesspool pool problems. Your washer's out. I don't know. Did you have a third thing? I don't remember. But I remember your cesspool you had a problem with, and then your washer broke down. Nope, just this date. Hopefully it will, April. You really like this guy? No. Then why are you going out on a date with him? You don't know. Yeah, I understand. It's kind of iffy, isn't it? Hmm. Yeah, go figure that, Joanne. You spend all that money to have your house roofed, a new roof, $500,000. I mean, $5,000 later, and you still have a leak. Well, it should be guaranteed, so I'd be calling them roofers, and I'd get them back in there and have them repair my roof free of charge. Because they have to guarantee their work when they do it for that much money. Yep, April, that's exactly what I do. I'd call the company that install my roof, and I'd tell them, hey, my roof's leaking after you spending all that money to put the roof on. You need to come out here and take care of this. I mean, I'd be complaining a lot too, not just, hey, I got a leak. If my cesspool didn't work, I would be bitching. Yeah. Yeah, you have to go out with them a couple of times, and because when you first meet someone, they're always on their best behavior. You have to go out with them a couple of times to see what they're really like. Mm. Yeah, it is scary, April, because you never know about people. I met the nicest guy in the world, or I thought he was the nicest guy in the world. 5 weeks after I started dating him, he tried to kill me. And I never did anything to this man. Didn't really know him after 5 weeks. You're driving your truck there. Does he not have an automobile? Who? Who? He has a truck too. Well, how come he's not driving? Exactly. That roof should not leak after 2 years. He owns his house. I'm going separate. Oh, you're going to meet at the restaurant? Is that what you're saying? You'll drive and he's going to drive too, so y'all will meet where you're going to eat. Okay. Sometimes that's the safest way to do for the first date. And I'm yawning because I'm tired, y'all. It's not because you're boring or anything, because I always have a good time in my live chats. I just can't help it. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Yeah, that way you can leave if you have to, and you got a way to leave. It'd be kind of bad if he picked you up and took you to the restaurant, and for some reason you had to, separate, and you had to get home on your own and not have a way to get home. And it says, Connie, they said they would come out next week after I called them 20 times. Well, if they don't show up, I'd be calling them 20 times plus more. Yeah, you'd be hitching a ride. That wouldn't be cool either. I'd be calling them dudes threatening to show up on their doorstep. I'd be threatening them bodily harm if they didn't come fix the leak in my roof after spending that kind of money. I'd be telling them I'd see if their roof leaks. And it probably would leak by the time I left. No, I'm just talking. Just talking, but yeah, I'd be calling them. I wouldn't leave them alone until they got out there and fixed that leak. Whew. Yeah, tell them you're going to sue them. Because they know if somebody's going to sue them, at the least they'd have to settle out of court. And you'd get what your roof is worth to be repaired or fixed. Probably put a whole new roof on it. Somebody didn't do their job correctly, and that's why it's leaking after 2 years. Unless you had a tornado come through and ripped your shingles off or whatever kind of roof you got on there off. I wouldn't either, Joanne. I wouldn't let up on them. Not till they come out and fixed it. Well, y'all, we've been on here for about 3 hours now, and I'm tired. I know probably a lot of you are getting tired. We probably ought to get off this live and get something else done. I'm probably not going to be planting any more potatoes. It's already starting to get dark outside. But I do need to fix me some dinner. Get me some cabbage soup heated up. Exactly, Connie. If they think their license is in danger, they'll get off their lazy butts and do something about that roof. Yes, ma'am. We'll be praying that your roof gets handled. Me hitching around with another weirdo. You can report them to the Better Business Bureau, too. They start getting a bad name as a company, they'll start doing something about it. And I'm not sure, isn't there some kind of charge that you can file through the Better Business Bureau to that company about your roof? Seemed like there is. I don't remember. Yeah, it brings the rating down. Well, we've been on here for almost 3 hours, so I think I'm going to call it on this live. Let y'all get back to your normal routines for Sunday night. Okay, Connie, Anna, Annie, Joanne, April, Derek, everybody that's left in chat, maybe that I didn't even get to. Y'all have a blessed Sunday night. I love all of you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye now. Love y'all.